I have to bring this up. You just said something that I was just like, I have to ask him this.
Okay.
So you said if you were to, say you won the election,
Yes,
right? And
yes.
you were in, and then they said, all right, we're going to war with China.
Yeah.
You would have to go fight.
Yeah, probably. So there are some specifics there. There might be like an exception if you're a sitting House member. I'm not sure exactly what they do. They'd have to prioritize one service over the other.
Well, my question though, do you think that's going to happen? Do you think we're on the brink?
So I think that we've been at war with China for a long time.
Ooh.
I think that we've been at war with them, economically, and socially for at least a decade.
Yeah.
And technologically as well. So I think that the reason we haven't come to traditional warfare to trading blows traditionally is because we can't, because of mutually assured destruction, right? Nuclear peace theory. People talk about this stuff. And for anyone who doesn't know, the kind of quick version of that is we know that whoever loses the fight, let's say you're America and I'm China, whoever loses still has nukes. So are either of us to really believe that the losing side is going to go, all right, you beat me traditionally, forget my nukes, I guess we're done? No, we know what's going to happen.
true.
The loser's going to say, screw it, bink, and then everybody dies, right?
Yeah.
So that is the reason that I don't think we're going to go to traditional warfare with China, because that's still a reality. But I think we are at war with them in every other sense that is possible under the current circumstances. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Total sense. Where my mind always goes to is, so what now?
Yeah.
So if we are truly at this point where we're on all battlefronts at war with them,
Yes.
except for physically trading blows,
Yeah.
when does it end? Or does it end?
Yeah, I think that second part is what kind of comes to mind for me, is like, I'm not sure it does. I'm not sure, because even economically, even though that's more of what political scientists would call like soft power, that's less than the military power. Even though that's soft power, once someone loses economically, I'm not sure that they're just going to roll over there either, because they still have a powerful army on either the American or Chinese side. They still have nukes. So I'm not sure it ends. I think this might be it's like this toxic relationship where we're codependent economically and somewhat codependent in a geopolitical sense. And I think, I don't know how or if that would ever end. I really don't.
Yeah, we're in a really interesting time too, because they're going to the moon. They're creating their own space station.
Yes.
I've had a few space experts on my show over the past 4 months, and we've talked about Space Force.
Space Force.
You're in the Air Force, so
Yes.
you know that you guys used to take care of the space stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's Space Force. They have
Handing
their own
off
thing.
the baton.
Handing off.
Yeah.
And I actually have, if you see, this is the original Space Force badge from when it was in the Air Force. And now the new badge.
When did you get that?
These fans have sent me these. So
Yeah, the fans are good.
Dude,
Wow.
you have no idea. Like my listeners, talking to all you out there, thank you so much for showing up. Smash that like button if you haven't yet. Really do appreciate all of you. So
that's awesome.
But back
That's
to
a good looking badge.
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they talked about how they're basically coming out and saying, when we get to the moon is ours.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
like they didn't sign the space treaty.
Yeah.
They are not signing it.
Right.
The one where saying if you land on the moon, it's not yours. It's like it's
like the
Earth's.
South Pole, right? Nobody takes it over, right?
That's what we want it to be.
Yeah.
But they're basically like,
Nope.
do you know who we are?
Yeah.
We're going there. Peace. Our kids want to be scientists and travel the
Moon
stars.
scientists, yeah.
What do your kids want to do? And the answer to that is they want to be influencers. They want to be YouTube stars, which as I'm sitting here on YouTube, ridiculing that. But
no, I get you though.
The
contrast is there still.
Yeah.
And do you remember I think it was Modern Warfare 2, where like one of the first levels is these guys fighting in space. They're like, you're floating around and shooting each other in like a space station.
Didn't play that game.
Hey, it might happen in real life.
Yeah, I see it.
And the opening that the moon would offer to someone who claimed it for military and scientific purposes. It's the biggest preset satellite orbiting the world that anyone could hope for. So that's legit, and that's why I think Space Force was one of the best legacy moves that Donald Trump could have made, for sure.
Thank goodness for Biden not getting rid of the Space Force.
Yeah.
He at least said, they're gonna keep that there. And
Yes.
I'm like, goodness, of all the things he's walking back on,
He'll
at
charge
least-
you more for insulin, but Space Force,
You know what? What's up with that?
dude, it's insane. It's why would you do that? Why would you hike up prices on insulin?
800%.
800%. Everybody was happy with
Yeah.
the Trump. Like even
Everybody was.
bipartisan individuals were like, "Hey, this is one good thing that we can at least like leave
Yeah.
alone from Trump," right? But no.
Oh, my
But I agree,
goodness.
man. It's good that Space Force is still around. And fun fact is actually, people are being trained for Space Force at the Air Force Academy now.
Oh.
They train right now. They're kind of like under the wing of the Air Force just
Okay.
because they haven't had the ability to stand
It's
up
new.
full units. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's new. But there are people who have contracts specifically for Space Force now. Like it's already happening. You don't see it yet.
Yeah.
But they're going to get their own uniforms. They're going to get their own bases. I mean, we already have bases that are essentially dedicated to space missions.
Yeah.
But it's going to become official. So that's cool. It's pretty exciting.
So
to
the
me.
Air Force bases that are dedicated for space missions,
Exactly.
those are going to be transferred over.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, this is just like kind of like scratch air
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
And just right space.
To my understanding, that's exactly it. And I think that the Air Force is going to be a little pissy about it. Just like, when the Navy has to share kind of the bed with the Marines, they're like, well, but the Marines are ours. Now the Air Force is going to be, Space Force is ours,
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, that's all funding and politics stuff. So
Right
yeah.
on.